What's up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome back. We are here. It's your favorite host with the most and the best introductions. So, you're here with me right now. New Wave, the show. I'm your man Taz, the wise man. You're tuned in to a Magi's production, right? And it's another beautiful day in the pandemic. It's March. We litty. March has just started. And we about to do our thing. But before we do that, what I need you to do, like always and like forevermore, is like, share, subscribe, comment, and just vibe with the kid. We're here. Share some knowledge with your boy Taz. Let me know what's going on. Alright? Because we here for you. And you can also follow me on Facebook at Magi Productions. Y'all see it. MAJII Productions. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Taz_influence. And, stay here on YouTube. Follow your boy there. Magi Productions. MAJII Productions. Just something for you to do in your meantime, in between time. You feel me? So, we gonna do some updates on news, COVID. We gonna do some updates on celebrities. We gonna go ahead and touch on our social shout out, and we gonna talk about this coming to America, man. Today is that debut, that premiere. I can't wait to see it. I'm definitely finna watch. I'll probably do a video of that, just what I think about coming to America. And that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm trying to upload that before the week is over. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get a few things into works, and I'm hopefully gonna see you there. Just slide to the next one. It should be on automatic roll. You're gonna just go straight to the next one. You feel me? Straight to the next one. All right, but let's go ahead and start with these updates, man. Biggest update I really want to talk about and really just hone in on is Texas and Mississippi are opening up the state or their states to 100% capacity. No mask, fully operational, putting businesses back in work, everything like that. And how I feel. This is the thing, man. You have Texas and Mississippi opening. First off, these are not small states. with I think Texas being the biggest state actually. Uh, this is there's no approach I've heard yet that makes this make sense. It's it's worrisome because of the fact we still don't have the virus under control. We still have people catching coronavirus on a daily. We still have um, facilities passing it around. We still don't have a distinct distinct way of giving out this vaccine to the masses. We still don't have an approach on how to handle uh, those with those with the virus, other than quarantining themselves for 2 weeks. Like, we don't have enough answers for this to be a solution, right? Um, and I'm not sure why they're opening. Uh, Now, there's a few reasons that you can open, right? You can open due to the fact that the economy, a lot of families, right? A lot of families right now are trying to figure out how to still pay their bills. Uh, what what can they do for work while they're in this quarantine, in this pandemic? Uh, them falling behind on bills, trying to, you know, sustain, trying to maintain, trying to catch up. Um, there's also just the fact of finding a way to finding a way to deal with such a mass population as you are, uh, with the still having to do shopping, still having to do um, people still having to deal with their homes, still having to um, deal with society, you know, on an everyday basis. And these are good reasons, right? Because at the beginning of this pandemic, you had it where people lost their jobs. People people couldn't go back to work. People had to rely on their family. People had to take care of their families. Um, and they had to deal, they had to lean on the government for financial assistance. And it's coming up on that year mark where that financial assistance is running out. What can a state do? What can people do? What's going to happen? But with that, the government just needs to, the government and the governors of those states need to step in more. There shouldn't be a reason where, you know, people are concerned about how they're living. How are they going to maintain uh, their car notes, their uh, life insurances, um, their ways of feeding their kids. There's so many programs that's out there already prior to COVID that helped with these things. And why are we not seeing these things being pushed? Or why are we not having something else supporting those already put in place, um, programs to further assist everyone who needs it. Especially for something like Texas with the snowstorm that just passed. What are we doing where we have to where we're letting everyone go back to work when it's probably not even possible because a lot of homes are already out of commission. A lot of people are still without power. There's still roadways that's being blocked. Like, what are why don't we have someone already, sending companies out, putting this in mass overhaul? Other states sending their companies to help with getting this state back in order. Why aren't we assisting as we should? We have to have a better answer, and I don't think that opening up is that answer. Not only for the working class and not only for uh, adults, but the elderly, the young. What are we going to do about the children going back to school at 100%? Our kids being exposed to a virus like this on an everyday base with not only themselves but hundreds of other kids, thousands of other kids, tens of thousands of other kids in both. It's worrisome. I really think there should be more of a restriction. I think there should be a restriction on. There should be a certain age group that gets to go out and do things. Um, Social distancing, I still feel helps. Um, I feel like we need to have, even if it's not masks, we need to have mandatory gloves. We need to have, uh, we need to have it where we have more sanitizing stations. We need to have where there are other things put in place for this opening to happen. And we need to have a true solution of how we're vaccinating, and we need to figure out how these vaccines properly work. If there's if there is no reason, if they are giving us a vaccine and there is still no going outside, there's still no taking off a mask, there's still no uh, going back to regular distancing instead of social distancing, uh, why am I taking this vaccine if it's not preventing anything else amongst our society than maybe preventing the coronavirus? It's still not 100% guaranteed cure. It's it's a band-aid for the meanwhile. I I don't see anything concrete for us to open these states yet. I hope they go back to the drawing board. I hope they think about this before they honestly do it. Um, and I don't see a problem with them opening opening it up more partially. 50%, 60%. But I don't think we can go to 100%. I don't think we can open up that much and not have adverse effects. So, to the governors of both of those states, I really reach out to you and tell you rethink what you're doing. Um, and I pray for those, millions of people that will encounter this, and I pray that they stay safe, man. Um, that's really all I can ask for, man, from both of those states. So, you know, um, but also about Texas, man. Shout out to Meg the Stallion because Meg is going out, and in light of the snowstorm that just hit and impacted, like I said, hundreds of thousands to millions of people. Um, Megan the Stallion decided to do Hotties Helping Houston donations. So if you go on Megan the Stallion's page, you'll get to see that she partnered up with lawyers. She partnered up with other programs to give back to the home, to rebuild homes, to help families out right now that's still trying to recover or that completely lost their homes and lifestyle in the recent snowstorm. And she is giving out donations to all of those families in Houston and all other areas. So uh, shout outs to her, man, because she's doing it. It focuses mostly on the elderly and single moms, and it's amazing to see that work. It's amazing to see that she's going to help her hometown and going to help the city that raised her by raising up the city. And that's the good work that we need to see and keep seeing. And if no one else says it, Megan, thank you for all your hard work with doing that, man. Uh, and she said if you live in the Houston area, if you live in the Texas area, you can contact her through her page and contact her through um, email, and you can go out and help and try to get Houston back to what it was, man. So let's look out for that. And all my Texas viewers, if you out there right now, and you can lend a hand and be a helping hand, be a helping hand, man. You know, um, take a step and take a stab at it and be what a family could use at this moment. Just someone to lean on. So shout out to Megan with that, man. Uh, I think that's amazing. In other celebrity news, we know that Kodak Black just got out. Um, he was in jail for a while, and now he's coming back home. And if you watch his page, if you recently been on his page, see him celebrate his son's birthday. Uh, and I think that's amazing that he, one of the first things he gets to do now coming home is to be with his son and you know, be there cutting the cake, having his son's friends out there, getting to see the getting to, be dad to his sons right before his son's birthday and during his son's birthday, and I think that's amazing. Um, what's a better what's a better gift than actually getting to have your dad on your birthday, for a kid? And I think that's amazing that he got to do that and be a part of that moment, missing out on other moments that he didn't get to see, man. So shout outs to Kodak, man. Keep being out there in your kids' lives, man, and stay out so you can be in moments like this, man. Stay out and enjoy your child's your child's life and growth and everything, man. Um, and I'm glad to see that you are in those moments, being there and being present. It's a beautiful thing. It looks beautiful, and I'm happy for you and your family, man. And shout outs to another legend that just got out. Um, Mr. caught a body about a week ago. You feel me? Bobby Schmurder is home, and if you see it already, if you see him on, he getting acclimated to all the social media. He's trying to get back out into the everyday life. But he's already producing music. He's already out there trying to be, back in the music game, trying to get back on, making songs and working with others. So, let me know. Are you excited to see like Bobby Schmurder to come back to the game and get back into the music industry? And who do you think he should collab with? Because that's the real question. Who do you feel like Bobby Schmurder can definitely make a hot track with? I think personally, my go-tos on anybody of this new, I guess, rap era. Uh, I'm always a fan of Gunna, so Bobby Schmurder and Gunna, and I think a Bobby Schmurder and Lil Durk would definitely be two things I would like to see. I would like to see Bobby Schmurder and Lil Durk and Bobby Schmurder and Gunna. Just to start off, just to get his feet back wet and get him a hit song just off the bat. So let me know who you think, man. Let me know who you think below in the comments, and we gonna see what's up. We gonna see if we can talk to Schroeder and see, tell him, what this comment section talking about, so he know what the people want. You feel me? Other news, you already know we have to do a social shout out. Our social shout outs are ways to acknowledge those who normally don't get acknowledged, to also give light to those who's doing hard work, to something that you just seen, on the internet, that you just feel like, man, that was a beautiful video, that definitely should be shouted out. This should just get some views. And you can always, point them out to me, man. Just let me know what social shout outs you want to see, and what other things you feel like should just get recognition for being just great videos, man, and great humanitarian events. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with just the fact that this month is Women's History Month. I think that's the biggest social shout out that just needs no more recognition, but all the accolades. We don't give women the value, support, love that we should give them. We don't give black women the value, support, love that we should give them. And for me, right now, I'm taking my crown off and handing it to you, women, black women, that you deserve all the accolades and all the hard work that you all get. You deserve every dollar for the dollar. You deserve all the love and support that you give in every situation. You deserve the, not only just accolades for professional and business, like business minded, like ventures and entrepreneurship ventures, for loving, for caring, for being supportive, for being good friends, for being good girlfriends, for being good wives, for being good mothers and grandmothers, for being good aunts and cousins. I'm just here to say thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing, everything you're about to do, and everything that you already done. So, social shout out goes to you, women. Thank you. Specifically black women. Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done under this sun, and keeping it just as beautiful as you are with your melanin skin. Thank you. All right. So that's the social shout out. We about to be back with this second part of this. And we're gonna talk about this Coming to America, man. We're gonna talk about Coming to America and just other movies that from that era that we would like to see be redone. So, you feel me? Give me a second. We'll be back. And this is a Magi Productions, man. New Wave. The show. Alright, y'all, so we back. Man, look. You already know what the vibe is. Welcome back. If you didn't subscribe during the break, I don't know what to tell you. You could have been subscribed. Just that click of the button. You feel me? Just click. Okay. Click. Okay. Tick, 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 tick. Okay. Right? You could have been subscribed. But we back, man. And look. Coming to America. It's been so. Let's go ahead and look this up real quick. Let me see. Let's make sure we got the timelines right. So, Coming to America. Coming to America, and this is one of the, I think this was one of the comical versions of Eddie Murphy during that time, because you remember that Eddie Murphy did I think The Golden Boy, Kindergarten Cop, the the Beverly Hills Cop, the Beverly Hills series. Uh, he was doing a multitude of things like right before this movie. And okay, so the movie came out in 1988. Jesus, 1988. Like, opening week, it made $21 million. It was a $36 million movie, and it did up to $350 million worldwide. So that's amazing. It was a wonderful movie, uh, and it showcased brilliant actors. Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones, Shara Hadley, John Amos, Wesley Snipes is going to be in the new one. Who Paul Bates. If you don't know who Paul Bates was in the movie, he was the one singing in the beginning. If you know Coming to America, and that scene where Paul Bates is just singing to the top of his like falsetto lungs, hilarious, man. So and it was a classic when it first came out. Like, when it first came out, it was already a classic, and just to see this movie being redone, man, it's been what, 20, 41 years, 88, 31. Yeah, so it's been, wow, guys. It's been 33 years. It's been 33 years since that's 3 decades ago. It's been 3 decades since this movie has come out. And the anticipation and just uh love and just joy of seeing this movie again, and just knowing that if it's funny, if it's just a percentage as funny as the original, it's going to be amazing. Because the original movie from start to finish, guys, it's kind of hard to top. You had scenes like you had scenes where you have, Akeem. Premise of the movie, if you've never seen Coming to America, uh it's about a prince who wakes up on like his 18th birthday, and his parents his parents have stated that it's time to get married. um and they're arranging a marriage for him, and he just says, I don't want to get married to someone who really doesn't love me. So him and his best friend go to Queens, New York, to find his queen. And the movie just takes you through the process of him finding that person and finding that true love, in another place, and taking you through that. Um, it's hilarious. It deserves an award for just standing through the test of time. Um, you see a lot of movies not being able to do that, not being able to stand through the test of time with a message. And during this time, it shows you just the misogyny. It shows you all of the wickedness of business. It shows you some classic things like the barbershop. It shows you uh, moments of you know business being more important than morals and humanity. And it still stands up to the test of times just through the good nature of who the person was, a king. uh but like I said, that's a quick synopsis of the movie. I would tell you, definitely just go watch the movie for yourself to understand like the whole premise, and uh having great laughs and having a great good experience. But man, when I tell you that this movie had iconic scenes, uh the the robbery scene with Samuel L. Jackson and Arsenio Hall dropping him and calling him a rhinoceros infested peasant. Uh the the scene where uh Eddie Murphy comes back to the hotel and comes back to the apartment. I'm sorry, comes back to the apartment, and the apartment is pimped out. Uh, every scene that Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall is acting as someone else, all iconic. The club scene when they going through all of the women that he possibly could date. Uh, the Yo, I love the club scene too because the beatboxing twins was like if you don't, I know some of y'all looking like I don't know what you're talking about. That looks so crazy. Watch the movie, you'll understand. You will understand. That was so hilarious. Um, man, the scene of him in the baseball uh stadium, and the dude just walks past him and notices who he is. I think all of these scenes are just so iconic, bro. It's the way this movie just kept giving you moment after moment after moment was just amazing. Um, and it puts you in that space like you hope that this movie is just as amazing, just as funny, just as eye catching and ear grabbing, because uh it was just it was just a beautiful setup of a movie. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the thought of like the first Wakanda. You know, it gave that much presence to the empire, and how people looked so royal, and how just of a monarchy it was, how the king already had respect, how the queen just exuded beauty. Uh, and real quick fact, just real quick tip and fun fact is that the king and queen of Coming to America were also king and queen of Lion King. So Mufasa and Sarabi, they both were played by the actors who were the king and queen of Coming to America. Fun fact, that's amazing. I think that makes the movie even more iconic. And James Earl Jones, whenever he touches the screen, is amazing. His light, his abundance of just wisdom that he brings across the screen, and just vibrato and just presence is amazing every time he touches the screen. So I think that's going to be amazing. Just to see him again is going to be even amazing in this role. And I can't wait just to see how funny Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall are together again. Them two guys on the screen, I thought Arsenio Hall was funny by himself. I thought Eddie Murphy was funny by himself. And you know, if you've ever watched like any of their own works, they're always cool, suave. They brought that charismatic just presence to everything. But when they came together for this movie, it was just a whole bunch of laughter even with just the fight scene between them in the beginning. The scene where he's in where they're both valets and they're both caterers to the party. The scene where, you know, Simi is just saying, you know, when Simi is getting called the prince, and Akeem is just like, wow. It's just hilarious. So to see these guys together again, I think that's going to be amazing. So I'm gonna do this video just to give my real thoughts. So look on the page, you'll see it on the home page of another video of Coming to America specifically, and we gonna talk about it, man. We gonna talk about it because we could just break this movie down, and it's gonna be its own thing. But with that thought, what other movies do you think they could do coming from something like that era? Like, what other movies can we take up? Because truly doing Coming to America was one. Man, it's just seeing movies like that. Let me go ahead and would you want to see anything like this come back? Like Coming to America, shoot. Would you want to see another New Jack City? You know, not just comedy, but would you want to see New Jack City being done again? I I think what I would love to see being done is, if not like a sequel or remake, The Wood. I would love to see another like The Wood story. Um, I think that would be fresh just to see, you know, a a recollection movie just about three guys and falling in love with the girl, and something for this era. You feel me? Um, would you want to see a White Man Can't Jump? Oh man, that would be a White Man Can't Jump movie. I think we kind of passed that now, just because the NBA has a multitude of now, you know, white men that can actually, you know, skyrocket and shoot and knock them back. So, you know, I think that'll be a little out of it. But movies like that, man, I would love to see. Uh, I would love to see another Jason's Lyric. Um, I think I would like to see. Let's see. Oh, I would love to see. I would love to see them take a challenge on Pulp Fiction. If you could do another Pulp Fiction, we definitely could talk. We can definitely talk. Like, I think that would be another step in the right direction. Just, man, and if Eddie Murphy really want to do something, bring back another The Nutty Professor. That that right there, that right there would be another movie I would pay to see. I would go out to the COVID infected theaters to go watch A Nutty Professor. Uh, that that movie was hilarious just on so many levels. Um, and I think it just brought home a lot of things on so many levels also. So y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what other movies would you want to see uh being redone, or have a two. I know it's a bunch I miss. I know it's a whole catalog of things I'm missing, but let me know. Let me know what y'all think, man. Uh and because we need to get to these writers, man. We need to get to these writers and tell them this is what we trying to see. This is what we really trying to see. So, you feel me? But I'm gonna let y'all know how it go. Y'all gonna stick around for another video. And this video been cool. But you know, it's about that time. So y'all boys, I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I love y'all. I thank y'all. I'm glad y'all rocking with me. And we got so much more in store for y'all, man. Uh We're gonna probably bring you another itch video, wad bank video. I'm glad you all stuck around for that. I'm glad you all liked that one. It's a few more that we're going to probably bring you with just financial health and financial wealth and financial understanding. We're also gonna have Miss Key come back. You'll probably get to see us. You're gonna get to see us actually do an interview with a great up and coming artist, Primo. If you go on Magi Productions Facebook page, you'll get to see, his songs. You'll get to see some, I think, a behind the scenes clip from another one of his music videos. Cool kid, and we're definitely gonna keep producing and bringing more to you, man. So, you already know the deal. Like I said before, like, share, subscribe, comment, tell me what it is, what it ain't, and stick around, man. We here. Cause remember, it's not a low tide, it's a new wave. This is New Wave the show. I'm Taz the Wise Man. This is Magi Productions. Thank you.